Parenteau here, realtor on beautiful Cape Cod with eXp Realty with my team member, Tom Trong.
All right, excited to be with you guys today to answer some commonly asked questions. Lisa, let's get right into it.
Yeah. So when people are first considering joining eXp, you go to join.exprealty.com.
Yeah.
And one of the questions I know people often have is like, do I own my own business when I go to eXp, or am I giving something up if I'm an already experienced agent coming here?
Okay. The answer is eXp is an agent-centric organization, which means we want you to build your brand, right? Once and for all, let's put you front and center, not the other brand, right? So yes, you definitely own your business, brokered by eXp. So with Lisa, she has the Lisa Sells Cape Cod team. Lisa Sells Cape Cod, brokered by eXp. Team Tom Trong, brokered by eXp. So whatever your brand is, we want you to enhance that brand, further enhance it, further build it, and basically build your legacy.
Awesome.
Next
So
slide.
another question is like, when we get started, how do people figure out where they are in the joining process? It's kind of like, up in the cloud, this cloud brokerage where, I've started to fill out the application. How do I know where I am in the process?
Sure. So everyone who gets started goes to that join.exprealty.com and you fill out that 15-minute application. Once you complete that 15-minute application, it gets submitted and you get that application immediately back saying, congratulations for joining eXp Realty. Stay tuned, we'll give you more information as time goes along. Immediately, best practices is get that email and forward it to your sponsor. Why? Because your sponsor will then help you track your onboarding process from the beginning to the end to make sure you're fully onboarded. And if all fails and you don't know where you're going, very easy. Ask your sponsor to make sure that they have sent you the guest pass to eXp World.
Go right into eXp World.
All right, and where do they go in the eXp World?
Use your avatar and I used to go right to onboarding. So onboarding services, when you come into eXp World and you're in that welcome center in the beginning, if you go up to the upper left-hand corner and click on Go To, you're gonna see onboarding services. Click there, magically you will be transported right into an expert that is an expert onboarding care professional. And they'll tell you where you're at and what your next steps are.
11 hours a day, they are there to answer your questions instantly. Maybe you wait 2-3 minutes, but that's okay.
Yeah, awesome. So here's something else, Tom. I'm an experienced agent. I came over. I've got a couple of listings. I've got a bunch of buyer contracts. I've got some business built up, and I'm kind of nervous. Should I stay and close out on my business? Should I come over? How do I come over? What does that transition kind of look like? What do I do next?
Okay. Great question. So the best way for you to do that is make sure you talk with your sponsor and lay out your business where it is at right now. How many buyer contracts do you have? How many listing contracts do you have? How many of those buyers are already under escrow, meaning you have money in deposit with your current brokerage? Generally speaking, those need to stay with the current brokerage to close out. However, if you have a buyer agreement or a listing agreement or listing up on MLS that has not been under agreement, like it's still out there actively for sale, most independent contractor agreements will allow you to take that listing with you, assuming it's your self-generated business. The right answer, Lisa, is to read your independent contractor agreement from your current brokerage to see what the language says.
Yeah, and so even though many of us have no idea where that is, we have a right to ask for a copy of that from our current broker, so we can check what the policy is and make sure we either have to leave it with the other brokerage or we can take it with us.
Yeah, for instance, most agents who come over like you did, like I did, we usually have 1 or 2 deals that's in play already. It's already in escrow, well, that's okay. So you still close out the deal with the old brokerage, right? Whatever your commission split is, unfortunately, it's probably going to be less than what it is for eXp.
Yeah, for sure.
But whatever, bygones let bygones be bygones, right? Let those go, but then starting the day after you make the move to actively affiliate with eXp, all new stuff and current stuff that isn't under escrow should come over to here. And work with your sponsor. Your sponsor can also work with a state broker to review your old ICA to make sure everything's kosher, and then you make that transition. So it's not as scary as you think it is.
Perfect. And I think your sponsor will help you with that next step. I mean, that's what we've done. We've all done it ourselves.
We've done it.
And we've heard a lot of good stories and a few horror stories. So we really know, sort of what the next thing to do.
There should be really horror stories if you properly plan, okay? Along with that, thinking about your buyers and your sellers, also think about your signage and your business cards and all of that, so that it's not scary. last but not least, really important, do not give notice to your broker until you know you're fully onboarded. We've had horror stories.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, and we should kind
What
of
would
do a
happen?
whole piece
What
on
would-
that.
yeah.
Well, what happens with that is that your broker, your brokerage, they don't want to lose you. And they're going to do everything they can. They're going to offer you the moon. They're going to offer you more money. They're going to offer you whatever terms you had at eXp. They're going to offer you the same split. They're going to offer you an office maybe. They'll come give you an office. You can't get that at eXp. We'll give you an office wherever you need one. They're going to do everything they can because you're a great agent. You're amazing. And they want to keep you there. You've already made the decision in your mind that for your family and your business, eXp Realty is the best fit for you. So you know you've already gone there. But all of a sudden there's more drama and angst and you're questioning and you're worried. And it really can be very difficult. So what we have found over and over and over again is to make sure that you've done what you can and get all of the ducks in a row. That means changing your license over with your local MLS. That means, making all those changes, local, state, and national. And then you contact the broker. And oftentimes putting together an email, even if you do contact them personally, putting together an email first so you can really outline, thank you so much for this amazing opportunity. It's really been a pleasure working with you. For my family and my career, I've decided to make the move. I hope you will wish me all the best.
Perfect.
That's it.
And then leave the door open if you'd like to. Yeah, thank you for everything that you've done for me. If for some reason it doesn't work out over there, I hope that the door's open for me to come back. And generally, they're going to take the high road and say, of course.
Yeah, and seriously, an email can really be the most effective because
Send
you
it
can
first.
say what you
Hit
want.
send.
Yeah.
Hit send first, and then pick up the phone and have the conversation.
If you want to have the conversation.
All right,
for sure.
because let's put it this way: all rock stars, any good agent would want to be their old brokerage would want to salvage them.
Of course.
And the question you ask yourself is, well, why didn't you give me all of this stuff before I found a new home that was willing to give that to me unnegotiated?
Yeah.
All right.
Which sometimes was a huge difference. I mean, mine was 37,000 to we'll give you 16,000.
That's a lot of money. Mucho dinero.
That was a big difference. Yeah. So okay, so that's that one.